I think it's a very dangerous fight because we've got a trained athlete who's 18 stone plus against a much smaller guy who really he's not, you know, he hasn't earned the right, I don't believe, to fight Anthony Joshua.
He's useless. Who said Jake Paul's got power? It's like he's hitting him with a feather duster, like, you know, just flicking it in his face. It does make you question them wins he's had, where he's hit him with one shot and they fell on the floor like they've been tasered.
Between these two guys. And, you know, I think sometimes when you get two guys that don't have a lot to lose but have everything to gain, you just get great fights. You know, both these guys, I promised them, I said, the winner of this fight will be involved in a big fight internationally. And even the loser.
Paul ain't making matches to lose. Whoever Jake Paul's picking, he's going to beat. There's a reason why he doesn't want to go anywhere near someone like Carl Froch.
Yeah, or back to Tommy Fury.
There's a reason why he isn't facing Tommy Fury. He's fighting granddads, which is just wrong. I do think he's getting better. There's no point in lying. I'd like to see him face JJ KSI. I think KSI has so much ability athletically as a specimen. If he's taught correctly, I think he'll be the best out of the Misfits.
Duke McKenzie has issued a stark warning to Jake Paul ahead of his fight with Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Speaking in a recent interview, McKenzie cautioned the YouTuber-turned-boxer that facing a proven knockout artist like Davis is a completely different world compared to the opponents Paul has fought so far. While McKenzie acknowledged Jake's dedication to improving his boxing skills, he warned that Tank's speed, power, and ring IQ could quickly expose Paul's weaknesses. For McKenzie, this isn't just another celebrity fight. It's a dangerous matchup that could end badly if Jake underestimates the challenge ahead.
That hasn't even entered his head, but it should, because somebody could easily lose their life.
That's quite a concern, isn't it? I mean, that should be the forefront of everybody's mind.
I think so. I think, you know, there's the fight business, and then there's the fight game, and you know the way they're talking about it.
Carl Froch said this isn't bravery, it's bullying. Being 100 pounds heavier and still claiming to prove something is shameful. Real fighters face opponents their own size, not smaller ones they can easily overpower. If Jake Paul had any self-respect, Froch said he'd cancel the fight right now.
£100 weight divisions in boxing are split up, some of them, the lower weights, by 3 or 4 pounds. All I can say about Jake Paul fighting somebody half his size is he's a bully. Why are you fighting a guy half his size? It's wrong.
Eddie Hearn said it best: this isn't boxing, it's marketing manipulation and mockery in one. Jake Paul may be chasing numbers, but boxing is built on honor, not algorithms. Duke McKenzie's warning sounds louder now: cancel it before greed takes away the sport's integrity.
I hate Jake Paul against Gervonta Davis. It'll probably do massive numbers. So that's when you really have to differentiate yourself between, just because you don't like it doesn't mean it isn't going to do good business. Now, whether you want to be involved with it is another kettle of fish. I don't want to be involved with it, but I do respect the fact that it's going to do big numbers. It's just not boxing. And I don't think we should promote it as boxing.
Teofimo was right. This is clearly an exhibition. Absolutely. The match looks like a flashy sideshow. Jake Paul treating Tank as a live highlight reel is disgraceful. It's made for clicks, not for real respect in the ring. Duke McKenzie's warning makes complete sense. Call it off before someone gets badly injured.
What do you think of that fight? Are you happy for Tank?
Great fight, great matchup. It's fun for the sport of boxing. It makes it fun, it makes it entertaining. That's what it's all about. You know, and may the best man win. It's an exhibition regardless, it doesn't count.
Spot on again by Froch. Jake Paul's circus act is running out of steam. The hype is fading and fans are starting to see through it. Duke McKenzie's concerns are not exaggerations. If this fight goes ahead, it won't be competition, it'll be cruelty. Stop it before it turns into boxing's biggest embarrassment.
Paul is fighting one of Anthony Joshua's legs. He's fighting Gervonta Davis, somebody who's a quarter of his size. I don't even know what's going on. Has Eddie Hearn been played? Let me know what you think, but the AJ fight with Jake Paul's finished. Gervonta Davis, fake Paul, November. I don't know what's going on in the world of boxing. This is an absolute...
Frank Warren's analysis clearly shows the danger. Tank Davis isn't a YouTuber or an aging veteran. He's a precise and dangerous puncher. If Jake Paul walks in treating this like show business, one clean shot could end everything. Duke McKenzie's warning isn't exaggeration, it's plain reality.
Doesn't fiddle around. Somebody who actually would like to get him in the latter rounds and is capable of knocking people over. You know, he's a puncher. You've seen him do it, and he's done.
Tony Bellew nailed it. Jake Paul keeps choosing safety over substance, avoiding real threats and chasing easier names. But this time he's taken on more than he can handle. Gervonta isn't a gimmick, he's a real danger. Duke McKenzie is right, pull out now before pride turns into tragedy.
Paul ain't making matches to lose. Whoever Jake Paul's picking, he's going to beat. There's a reason why he doesn't want to go anywhere near someone like Carl Froch.
Yeah, or back to Tommy Fury.
There's a reason why he isn't facing Tommy Fury. He's fighting granddads, which is just wrong. I do think he's getting better. There's no point in lying. I'd like to see him face JJ KSI. I think KSI has so much ability athletically as a specimen. If he's taught correctly, I think he'll be the best out of the Misfits.
Michael Bisping said it plainly. Jake Paul isn't brave, he's a bully in gloves. Being nearly 100 pounds heavier and still calling it a fight is pathetic. Duke McKenzie's call to cancel this isn't fear, it's simple common sense. This isn't boxing, it's reckless showboating with real risk.
Tyson was 227 pounds. That is, if I'm not mistaken, a 92-pound weight difference. Almost a 100-pound weight difference. It's insane. That is called one thing. That's called being a
Spencer Oliver said it best. This matchup is ridiculous. A 5 feet 5 inches fighter against a 6 foot cruiserweight isn't sport, it's pure mismatch. Even professionals can see how wrong it looks. Duke McKenzie is right, Jake should cancel it before this so-called entertainment becomes a moral disaster.
I think Gervonta Davis actually beats him as well. He's one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world at lightweight. But it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? It's like you got a guy of 5'5" boxing a guy of 6 foot plus. Cruiserweight, yeah, it's just all a little bit odd. I feel if they're going to do an exhibition, perhaps Jake should have picked someone more his size. Look,
Spencer Oliver couldn't have said it better. This matchup is absurd. A 5 feet 5 inches fighter against a 6 foot cruiserweight isn't sport, it's complete mismatch madness. Even seasoned pros can see how wrong it looks. Duke McKenzie is right, Jake should cancel it before this entertainment turns into a moral disaster.
With my brother, unfixable. I don't hate your brother. You guys need to fight guys your same size. When you fought Floyd, you are massive. He did hit you with a fucking bomb and you fucking ate it. He's gonna fight Gervonta Davis. Who do you got? Gervonta, I think, hits way harder than Floyd, but he's too small. Your brother's gonna be able to get inside on him, put his weight on him, tie him up.
I hear your critique on fighting guys the same size as you. Is that why you guys wouldn't let me fight Conor?
Yeah, you're fucking huge. Conor weighs 145 pounds, 155 pounds.
Yeah, but he says he can beat.
Dana White's point is hard to argue. Size matters, especially when the difference is this big. Jake Paul using his size as an advantage isn't smart strategy, it's exploitation. Tank's power alone can't close that gap. Duke McKenzie's warning still stands, it's not worth the risk. This fight has already crossed the moral line.
I'm not even sure if Tank has got a belt anymore. Well, I think he has. Yeah, he fought Lamont Roach for it. Yeah. It's insane. It's just insane. I mean, he's half his size.
He never fails to surprise us, does he, Jake Paul?
Fair play. Listen, he's a marketing genius, but when it comes to people depicting his fights, I can't get my head around it. Like, I don't know, like, what kind of freak show people are going to be seeing, but people are going to tune in.
Tony Bellew is half laughing, half disgusted, and it's hard to blame him. Jake Paul has turned the sweet science into a circus. Facing someone half his size and still calling it a fight is ridiculous. Duke McKenzie's warning isn't an overreaction, it's about protecting boxing's dignity. Cancel it before someone gets hurt.
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
Yeah, I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter, though?
Terrence Crawford's honesty cuts deep. Jake Paul's arrogance is damaging the sport. All the talk and fake confidence can't hide the truth. He's choosing fights that protect his image, not test his courage. Duke McKenzie's advice isn't hate, it's the voice of reason Jake really needs.
So at the end of the day, I gave this little guy an opportunity. He should be thanking me. I'm paying him. I'm his boss. He reports to me, and I'm gonna fucking son him on November 14th. So fuck you, little man.
You paying me?
100%, yeah.
100%. 100%. Facts.
Correct.
Yes. Correct?
Correct.
And there it is, the arrogance Duke McKenzie warned about. Jake Paul's ego has no limit. Calling himself Gervonta's boss isn't confidence, it's outright disrespect. Boxing is built on honor, not arrogance. Gervonta isn't anyone's employee, he's a destroyer. Duke's message is clear: cancel this before that smaller man teaches you humility the hard way.
We won, and I think that's the fight the fans want, such after a great fight like that. Everybody's looking forward to the second bout, but unfortunately, things ain't lining up as planned, so we just can't sit around and wait. We gotta move forward and continue our career,
Lamont Roach sounds like a man who understands timing, and this Jake versus Gervonta idea couldn't come at a worse moment. The sport already has real fights ahead and real champions building their legacies. So why waste attention on a circus act? Duke McKenzie's warning rings louder than ever. Boxing doesn't need sideshows, it needs sanity.
Jake Paul.
I hate it. And Jake Paul's starting to piss me off. Mike Tyson is 57 years old, man. Jake Paul been training with professional boxing trainers for years. He takes the sport very seriously.
Thank you. So let me ask you, that's the question I have, because great kid, great businessman, by the way, amazing.
Stephen A. said it perfectly. You can't buy respect in boxing. Jake Paul keeps claiming he's serious yet keeps choosing opponents who can't match his size or power. Duke McKenzie isn't trying to block a payday, he's trying to protect the soul of the sport. If Jake truly respects boxing, he'll cancel this farce before it destroys itself with stupidity.
Fight. He can fight. I respect it. So go in there against fighters. You should be climbing the ladder towards those other fighters and taking the sport seriously to the point where you're fighting actual boxers. Now he decides.
Stephen A. Smith said exactly what the boxing world's been thinking. Jake Paul isn't chasing greatness, he's chasing views. Every opponent he picks is smaller, slower, or safer. This fight with Gervonta Davis isn't courage, it's a grab for attention. Duke McKenzie's warning isn't about hype, it's about humanity. There's a big difference between being bold and being reckless. Gervonta isn't a YouTuber, he's a calculated finisher with real fight-ending power. When Duke says someone could get seriously hurt, he's not exaggerating, he's speaking the truth about what boxing really is. You can't talk your way out of a knockout. Respect the sport or risk being carried out of it. Jake needs to stop treating it like entertainment and remember that real boxing isn't scripted, it's survival. And against someone like Tank, that could be a painful final lesson.